In LA next week, I am offering a photo shoot masterclass course with me, and I will help you pose.
Let me save you some time. Take your hands and put them on your hips. Now you're posing like supermodel Tess Holliday. Hello YouTube, and welcome to the Body Honesty Project. My name is Lydia, and today I have exciting news for you, because if you live in the Los Angeles area, Tess Holliday is going to be hosting a modeling event where you too can learn to model just like Tess. But for those of you that are unable to make it to the event, I can help, because I actually have a little bit of modeling experience. But before I give you my tips, why don't we hear from Tess about the event that she is hosting?
In LA next week, I am offering a photo shoot masterclass course with me, and I will help you pose. I will have snacks, music, good vibes, hair and makeup is provided, and it's going to be such a beautiful experience. Make sure to go to tessholliday.com to book. And I can't wait to see you guys. If you're not in LA, make sure to go to tessholliday.com, subscribe to the emails, and you will get emails when and if we do future dates. I can't wait to see you guys.
So I went on her site and I wanted to find out more about the event, but her site doesn't list anything. You actually have to register to get information about the event. So I did that, and this is the information that was sent to me. For the low price of $777, you will receive posing assistance, full glam, a photo shoot lasting your chosen amount of time, hugs and support, a photo with Tess, and of course the option to purchase more. Now, you don't know the exact duration until you click the button. So once you do, you get led to a screen that shows you all the different possible booking times. And then it says at the top that it's a 2-hour session, 1 hour of glam, and 1 hour photo shoot. Now, I'm not a professional model by any means, but I have done one professional modeling shoot. 9 years ago, I was the Sunshine Girl for a Canadian national newspaper, The Sun. Now, The Sun has local distributions in Ottawa, Toronto, Winnipeg, Calgary, and Edmonton. And the paper, of course, has a lot of local stories, but it also has a lot of the same national level stories, and the Sunshine Girl is the same in all of the papers. So when I posed as the Sunshine Girl, I was a Sunshine Girl in all of those cities. Now, it took me 4 hours to get 10 shots for my online gallery. 4 hours. The photographer was constantly getting me to move 1 inch this way, 1 inch that way, arch your back more, elongate your neck more, extend your leg more, flex your stomach muscles, a whole bunch of things. And I'm not saying that 1 hour isn't enough to get a few good pictures for a professional model, but I think that for the average person, 1 hour is not enough time to get the shots that you want if you've never posed before. And 1 hour plus 1 hour of glam is certainly not worth $777 in my book. Now, being a model for a day was fun, and it's an experience that I think that others should have. But I do question, how much are you actually going to learn from Tess? Because the woman does 3 poses. That's pretty much it. And I'm being generous when I say 3, because one of them is just a variation on the other. I can teach them to you right now. Okay, let me show you the 3 poses that Tess Holliday does. The first one you see everywhere. It's hands on hips. She loves this pose. You can see it over and over and over again. So if you want to look like Tess Holliday, just stand straight in front of the camera and place your hands on your hips. Done. Then she has a variation on this pose where it's 1 hand on the hip. And she either keeps the other one down like this, or sometimes she'll do a look at me kind of pose. Either down or touching herself. And the last pose she does also usually has a hand on the hip, but not always, and it's more of a side pose like this. So it's 1 foot in front of the other, hand down like this. Now, this is the pose that she's in, but you'll see it from different angles. So sometimes she might be looking a little bit back, but it's the same pose. It's the same pose. Okay, she's not doing anything special. Like this, or like this. And when she's doing these poses, she doesn't have to change her body at all. Whereas a thin model might be asked to stick their butt out or arch. and do something more interesting. But when you have all those roles, can you even make angles? Now, I'm no expert on modeling or photography. I can only share with you what my photographer was sharing with me. And he kept on trying to create different angles with my body. As we can see the difference in these pictures, it's the arch of my back. He was trying to create different looks with the curve of my spine. And this took many, many takes. But can obese models make those angles? When they arch their back, can you really tell? How do you make angles when your shape is round? I personally find Tess's photos bland and uninspired because it's usually the same 3 poses over and over again. I can get better posing advice from watching TikTok or Instagram. And when I see videos like this that show how to pose like a professional model,
Pose like a high fashion model. First, always make shapes with your body. This pose is a great example of that. I counted at least 4 triangles. Great posing is really an art form. This next pose may look simple, but the photographer loved it because my body was one long line, and the odd position of my feet gave the photo character. Now let's talk movement. The movement can be subtle like this, or you can do a big jump. Movement is great because it makes the photo come to life, and it showcases the way the garment moves. Lastly, always elongate your body, especially your neck. It should almost feel as though you're stretching.
I really wonder if Tess could do any of these things. Could you really see her jumping around in front of the camera without hurting herself? Or doing any of these poses? Because I certainly can't. So if you want to spend $777 to go see Tess Holliday because she's your idol, knock yourself out. But if you're going because you want to learn how to pose from a famous supermodel, I think you'll learn more just watching TikTok. Or you can just watch this video, because I've already shown you the 3 poses. But what I really hate about this event is that it's being peddled as a benevolent thing to have all women feel glamorous like a supermodel, to be body positive. But it costs $1,000 Canadian for 2 hours, and only 1 hour is the photo shoot. So to me, this is a cash grab, not an empowering body positive motivational event. I'd rather keep my money and learn how to pose from real models on the internet. So until next time, stay body positive, but also body honest.